it to heat the building now instead of selling it back to other people. We were using it for ourselves with a discount rate.
Is there any other source of heating for the building?
No, it's a heating system for the whole building.
That's the heating system for the whole building. I'm just not familiar with it, but,
Yeah, you use waste oil instead of buying oil at a higher price.
and you wouldn't have a gas heat?
No.
No.
Well, I mean, the problem is that you got to barrel every bit of waste oil that you collect anyway out of these
And
things.
dispose of it?
And dispose of it, and pay to dispose of it.
Okay.
That's
And
correct.
that's what everybody shop in America has to deal with that. So the idea that we're going to turn around and make this into our heating source is actually remarkably green.
Yeah, very much
Yep.
so. And then, believe it or not, that technology is very old. It's been out there for years. But we just didn't
Okay.
have the facility. It just wasn't cost effective for the old facility that we had to incorporate that type of system. So,
Okay.
but we're looking forward to it.
Much greener too. Then you're not
Thank
moving
you.
the
I
oil,
just
you don't have-
am not familiar with it, so
vegetable.
I
If we could
appreciate
just figure
that.
out how to use old transmission fluid and brake fluid, we'll be set.
All right, any other discussion? Yeah. There being none, please call the roll.
Mr. D'Amelio?
Yes.
Mrs. Hall?
Yes.
Mr. Siegel?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
Garrity?
Yes.
Mr. Connell?
Yes.
Mr. Wexler?
Yes.
Mr. Heilman?
Yes.
And Mr. Levin?
Yes. Commissioner Harmon?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I would like to make a motion to approve the purchase of one gray WPLS-160 FI3 set of 6 wireless portable wheel lift, say that 3 times, lift systems in the amount of $49,448.09 under the co-stars from Triple R Truck Parts of Eddystone, PA, and 6 gray 9 THR vehicle support stands in the amount of $7,404.76 under co-stars from Triple R Truck Parts of Eddystone, PA, for a total expenditure of $56,852.85.
Second.
Motion made and seconded.
Mr. Gentili, can you tell me?
Yeah, there's
Sorry.
a list.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I know I wasn't here.
Whatever you do.
There are going to be portable lifts, Mrs. Hall. That's the equipment to actually lift everything from our ladder trucks, correct? Well, to be able to lift all the
When they're
ladder
in the
trucks.
maintenance facility?
Yes.
Yeah, move from bay
Okay.
to bay, so they're
I know,
portable,
I'm
so it's a
just
lot
trying
easier.
to make sure I know what's going on. Okay, so like you have in a garage where you take your car, okay, I have
Think
it.
about this, is they're
magic thing.
mobiles. They can be moved.
They can be moved, okay. Good, all right, thank you.
magic.
I appreciate it. Just want to be clear.
They're magic.
They're magic. Yeah, they're magic. Please call the roll.
Mr. D'Amelio.
Yes.
Mrs. Hall.
Yes.
Mr. Siegel.
Yes.
Mr. Holmes.
Yes.
Mr. McGarry.
Yes.
Mr. Connell.
Yes.
Mr. Wexler.
Yes.
Mr. Heilman.
Yes.
And Mr. Levin.
Yes. Now we come to the continuation of the Citizens Forum for non-agenda items. Anybody in the audience? Dr. Leggett? We'll give you 3 minutes. 3.
Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Mike Levin, 414 Mill Road in Haverford. To date, there has been no testing, to my knowledge, of air quality beneath the slab of the YMCA building. As a consequence, we do not know at this time whether EPA has made any recommendations, although they did earlier on and said there would be testing beneath the slab. Remember, this is built over an existing Superfund site, which has not been remediated. Consequently, there is no way of telling whether the air quality under the slab is safe, whether it leaks into the building, or whether there has been testing in the building or at the site. I strongly suggest that you query the YMCA and ask them whether they have performed any testing, as they said they would during the days after the heating system had been turned on, and present the results to you. The site is yours. The building is not. I believe you have a responsibility to do that. Chemical contamination beneath that building would not necessarily show in the data that they are collecting, as EPA is collecting, as monthly data. Those data are solely for the purpose of a NIMBYs or non-pollution discharge elimination system discharge. It does not report it authentically, it does not report it accurately, it does not report it in comparison, it does not report it with the data that the laboratory, ALS, could and does provide at very little additional cost. Consequently, I would say I have no idea whether the Y building is safe for human occupation or not. Would you please look into this? They have not activated a system beneath that building, which was part of the design plan. It exists under the building, but it has not been activated. And it does not seal the building from the intrusive vapors. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Anyone else? Being none, I will contact Lori. We'll contact Lori about that issue. I know that there's a vapor, there's a system underneath there that they will activate if they need to. They put the system in there knowing that there may be an issue, and in the future, so they could have the system in there. The system is in there. That's all. When we, we'll talk to Lori, and we'll find out if they've done any testing, because we don't know right now. Lori's not here this evening. Okay. Any new business? There being none, we'll start with other business with Commissioner D'Amelio.
Thank you. Actually, going to first order, I want to pay you a compliment, Mario, since you've been our chairman. You've done a wonderful job. I think meetings are moving very well, and I want to thank you for holding everything together. Sometimes when there's some difficult situations, but you've always remained a gentleman throughout this whole process. Westgate Hills Civic Association on April 26th is having a yard sale. I encourage you to go to their website for directions if you want to attend that. I also want to congratulate the police on the Police Week and the volunteer fire companies and the Mags and Kevin again for the outstanding job they do. But I also want to thank the fire police as well that go out and during fires and also put their lives in danger as well. Maybe not fighting the fire, but they're certainly racing to the scene. Anything can happen when they're on their way there, and even standing in the middle of the street, stopping vehicles or pedestrians from getting too close to the fire. I think sometimes that doesn't get recognized, and I'd like to recognize them for that. Also, the holidays are coming, and in my ward, we've had an issue with fireworks, so I know Joe Seely's here in place of Lori. Then don't we have an ordinance for fireworks, Joe? Can you explain to the residents so that we don't have a situation?
There is no fireworks allowed in Haverford Township without a permit.
You gotta go.
Come up to the,
The police.
come up to the microphone, Joe.
You have to get used to that, Joe. Lori's always coming up there.
There is no fireworks allowed in Haverford Township. That would come under the police. We would issue a permit for a large fireworks display, which has to come through us for make sure the surrounding area is safe and everything. But for individual house fireworks, there is no fireworks allowed or sale of fireworks in Haverford Township.
Okay, and then just one more item, not for you, Joe, for Dave. Dave, did you get any, I've been getting emails about Windermere. Did you get anything about flooding for that area? That area seems to be,
Windermere from a couple weeks ago?
yeah.
I don't think I did, Steve.
Do you know about that? Windermere Road, around 158?
Doesn't sound familiar.
Okay.
If you have something.
I think Steve Andrian is looking into it tomorrow, or he's supposed to be going there tomorrow to take a look at it. Some of the residents have issues. Did you hear anything about that, Larry?
I have not, no.
I'm not.
No.
Okay, I guess we'll find out. Thank you. I just was curious if you guys knew some, because I never had a complaint about that, so I was wondering if there was some event. Okay, that's all I have. Thank you.
Commissioner Hall?
Yes, I'd like to remind everyone that this Thursday evening at 7:45 is the zoning hearing board third meeting for the Walgreens proposal for the corner of Eagle and Darby Road. Starts at 7:45. We are second on the agenda. If people would like to come, we did have a community meeting about 2 weeks ago, and I don't know if this will be the final zoning board hearing meeting, but citizens are welcome to, residents are welcome to come. Also, I'd like to remind everyone to go to the polls next Tuesday. It's important to remember to exercise your right and go out and support the candidates and work the polls if you have time. And thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you.
Nothing, Mr. President.
You?
Nothing.
Okay. Commissioner Holmes?
I have nothing, Mr. President. Thank you.
Commissioner Heilman?
Yeah, I have a couple things. First of all, this Saturday, May 17th, from 4 to 7, is the Coopertown Highland Fling, right at Coopertown School. They will be featuring Zach's Hamburgers, Moon Bounces, face painting, games of chance, and many other fun traditions that go with the annual fair. Helps raise money for the children at Coopertown. Also, we were asked to talk about Recycling Day. Did we already do that?
No,
No?
that's up to
Okay.
you.
All right. Saturday, May 17, 2014, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Malin and Westchester Pike, Malin Road, Westchester Pike is going to be anything with a plug day. You can take anything with a plug to this recycling event, and they will take it. Also, I thought there was, I guess that was it. Okay. Oh, yeah, except smoke detectors and large appliances, so no refrigerators or anything like that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Heilman.
We're gonna have a shredding day, too,
That's
aren't
a
they?
program, yeah, and that's a program that we join hands with. That's for Haverford and Marple Township residents, and we've been partnering with Marple Township as part of our cooperative relationship. But I'll take the opportunity, if I may, I'd like to send a special thank you, congratulations to Public Works Department, as well as Mrs. Cugini, who've been working diligently, and we were successfully received the $193,000 DEP 902 recycling grant. So there's a matching portion of that. We put in, I believe, just shy of $28,000. So we'll purchase somewhere in the area of $200 and something thousand worth of capital equipment, new recycling truck, recycling equipment, and DEP pays for roughly $194,000. So that's all good news. We just need to get our residents to recycle now.
Yeah.
They're recycling. They're recycling. Of course it. We just need to do more of it.
And that's it.
Okay.
Yes,
A little short this evening, Jim.
okay, yeah, this chair, Larry, get rid of this for me, will you? Okay. What Mr. Heilman had mentioned about Saturday being up at Coopertown, well, you have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday that if you have nothing to do and you want to support a good fundraiser, John Cardinal Foley School down right on Eagle Road here. I like to call it St. Denis Annunciation School. They're having their carnival, and they have all the things that Mr. Heilman had just mentioned, food and all those different things. A little bit of gambling, yes, and a little to add to it. But and don't forget, this coming Sunday down at Brookline, the Tom Kelly and the Haverford Fest will be down in Brookline from, I think it's 12 to 7. So they're going to have a big day down there. They're looking for a lot of people to hopefully show up and have a good time. And I know the businesses of Brookline are also going to participate. About 80% of them will participate, and other vendors will also be in, so we'll have over 100% participation. Then, of course, we have the June 7th Brookline 100th anniversary. You can see tonight by the demonstration here by the firemen and women that show up how dedicated they are to their different organizations. Tonight it was Bon Air and Oakmont, and of course Lanark and Brookline and Manoa are just as dedicated. You can see they all came in the uniforms, and nobody's paid to come here. They just come here because they are volunteers at Haverford Township. We got to get this straight. Everybody, especially moving in from Philadelphia, don't realize that our fire companies here are 100% volunteers. So when they have these different things like the anniversary coming up for Brookline, or they have pancake breakfasts, or any of that type thing, please support them. This is how they make money for their firehouses. And that's the only way they make their money. So it would be nice if you support the all the fire companies in Haverford Township. They're all dedicated individuals who are really there to serve us, and they do a great job. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I just want to talk about this, a couple of things. The Chatham Park School has their 16th annual Maniac Magee run, which is for the homeless. It supports the Salvation Army of Norristown. And anybody that is interested in running, you can go online to the Chatham Park Families and register. It's this weekend. So if you're in the Chatham Park area, remember that there will be runners about 9 o'clock in the morning until about 10:30. So just be careful when driving through. Traffic is tough in Haverford Township. I understand that because we have such an active community. There is so much going on throughout Haverford Township. You have the Rabies Clinic, which is at Oakmont Fire Company this weekend, this Saturday from 10 o'clock, I think 10 to 12. And then you also have all that stuff going on the boulevard. The Heritage Festival by the Historical Society of Haverford Township. That is June 1st, but what they are asking for are more volunteers. They really need people to please come out and help them put this great event together. We have it every year. It's a terrific thing on Caracon Drive. This year, it's always the first Sunday in June, but they are please asking for volunteers. So please go online to the Haverford Township Historical Society and sign up if you just have an hour. If you have an hour, that's terrific. We would love to have you. And that is it.
Commissioner Wexler.
Thank you. The Hilltop Civic Association will be May 23rd. Also this Sunday at the stadium, the Spring Fling for the Skating Society, Philadelphia Skating Society. And if you're interested in figure skating, the Spring Fling is this weekend. Also, for residents of the 9th Ward in the Township Line area, on May the 27th at St. Dorothy's School Hall, the developer that's proposing to develop the site of the Piazza Honda location at Vermont and Township is having a meeting for the adjacent residents in the St. Dorothy's School Hall at 7 p.m. to discuss the development of the property, the construction of a CVS, and a medical office building on the site. So again, it's May 27th at St. Dorothy's Gym or School Hall on the 27th for all those residents, especially along Vermont, Warrior, Treaty, and Pilgrim Lane in that area. That's all I have. Thank you.
All right. And for this evening, I have Lanark Chili Cook-Off will be Saturday, May 17th. That's this Saturday. At Tip O'Leary's from 7 to 10. Come try some chili. And it's a good time, had by all. Again, don't forget to vote. Primary election day is May 21st. It's very important to get out to vote.
20th.
I'm sorry.
The Republican.
This year's calendar.
All right. I'm sorry. It's the 20th.
Oh, it doesn't matter. This time does.
20th, right? Okay. Tuesday. Want to remind everyone, I was at the Civic Council's meeting, and going by something that Chris said,
How are you?
what I heard through that whole, all the members of the Civic Council, all the groups, was that they need volunteers. So please get involved in the community. Whatever you enjoy, whether it's a historical society or anything that you enjoy doing, please get out and help your local civic association. And with that,
Include the Grange and State there,
and
too.
the Grange
Yeah.
also. The Grange, all the member groups were there.
One last thing, it's the month of May. To all the moms out there, thank you very much for
Happy Mother's
everything that
Day.
you do for all us kids.
And with that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.